To AFCRDTV, I'm here at Bromsgrove Sporting after a great performance from the Diamonds, 0-0 here with delighted manager Andy Peets. Andy, you couldn't have asked for any more?
Yeah, we could have won it, but no, overall I was delighted with the boys, all of them, all the boys who started and the ones who come on, and at the end of the day, they all played their part today because the spirit was good. This was a tough place to come. Obviously we know what happened, we played them at home. As I said, I know the circumstances with sendings off, etc, but this is a difficult place to come. They've got a good following, so they've got a lot of good players. And they've been scoring a lot of goals, so it was all to be a tough game, but the game plan worked perfectly and the boys put it into absolute great practice.
Yeah, I suppose you could got a good better than 0-0 after 8-2, couldn't you?
Yeah, well, 0-0's unusual, but you know, this is a place you'd take a 0-0 100%. Yes, I'm delighted from the start to the finish. I thought we were really good, I thought we were really compact, I thought people put their bodies on the line. And they showed the will to not let them score.
Let's go back to the kick-off, and you went 4-3-3, and I think it worked, didn't it? The midfield three were picking up those loose balls. I thought Jesse had a really good game in there.
Yeah, I felt we needed three in there today because they're strong in good areas out wide and strikers, and they rely on getting a lot of ball through the midfield, so I felt our three would perhaps get more ball in there too. I've watched them a few times, and I think that worked. I knew with Jordan and Ben, they would both tuck in and do the job as well. When we needed them to tuck in, they would, and they did that. And equally with Nabs up there on his own at times, he holds that ball up so well, he occupies two defenders. So that was the game plan. Like I said, they've hit the bar in the first couple of minutes when we weren't quite set, and it could have changed everything, but it didn't. And I thought the longer it went on, the better we looked with it.
Yeah, I mean, that first minute scare was probably, I said they had a shot near half time, but in between that, we had the better players. Great run from Hicksy in the shot, and of course Benakine got the keeper to pull off a magnificent save. Yeah,
I thought we played some really good stuff, and I thought Nabs holding the ball up allow us to break. We've got players with loads of good energy, people from all over breaking, and I thought we looked a threat. And like you said, I think their manager said, you know, it was a good draw really, and they were no better than us overall. And I think the longer it went on, I think the last few minutes we looked equally as likely to score as them. So that's good, really pleasing. Something for us to build on. The shape worked today. It's not the shape I'll always play because I like to have two strikers up there. Everyone knows that. But I just feel for a game like that, it was the right way to go.
And Liam at the back, great to have him back, and makes a huge difference, doesn't he?
Yeah, it's a difficult one because Paddy's been absolutely outstanding. I had a chat with him. I didn't even have to say anything to me. He gets it. It's the club skipper. We know what Liam brings to this team. Paddy's been outstanding. I think he's given everyone a taste of how good he's going to be. And it won't hurt him to dip in and out. He said equally he's learning loads from the likes of Jack and Bully, Collard as well. He's learning all the time, and he got it against a big, strong, physical team. It was a no-brainer, as good as Paddy's been, and he'll learn from it, and he's sitting there waiting his chance, which will come. But yeah, to have Liam back is massive. You know, he's been a bit at 50-50 this week. He trained Thursday, spoke to me yesterday, and for me it was a massive plus him being back available.
And he's okay, I believe?
Yeah, he came through. There's a few of them with aches and pains because it was a tough game on tough conditions, and a few aches and pains and groins are sore and this and that. But that's fine, they've got a few days now to chill out. I won't have them in training, probably Christmas Eve, or give them a night off. So they've got a little bit of time, and so they've had a bit of a breather, and I've deliberately let them have a rest rather than train. A couple of the sessions we have trained this week, but the week before we had a breather because I felt after Kings Langley we were down to the bare bones, and some of them playing were struggling with injury, and I'm one, I like them to keep ticking over. I like them to be fit, but we felt, talking to me, Shamps, Biff, Chappers, it was the right thing to rest some of the injuries, and I think today the way they played and the effort they put in showed that was the right thing to do.
And it was that final ball, I think their director said to me, we looked dangerous on the break, and he was really worried near the end, and we had those chances, didn't we? Yeah,
it was literally a bit of decision making in certain areas where could we pull it back, could be a shot. You know, that's what you get, and it didn't quite happen today. It reminded me a little bit of the last 10 or 15 minutes at Henderson when we broke 2 or 3 times to perhaps kill the game, and I think, you know, that's perhaps a lack of experience, inexperience, or whatever you want to call it, with some of the younger ones. Perhaps a bit too keen right at the end, could we have squared it, I don't know, but I can't ask for more than that. I always say about my teams, give me 100% effort, and they give me that today, and they put their bodies on the line right to the last minute, and it would have been unjust for us not to got something out of that game because they deserved it. And you know, the key now, and they've set a really high standard today. I need to see that. Peterborough Sports, their next game, and they're going to ask me, and they're equally as good. Very, very good going forward. I've watched them 2 or 3 times recently, and we're going to need to play like that to get anything against them.
Yeah, they had a 5-4 win against Barwell today, so we know they can score goals. I think they're the leading scorers in the league, but you know, at home we've competed and played to the best, and we've given them all good games.
Yeah, we've been in every game really, even this one, stupid as it sounds, when we reversed 8-2, yeah, we all know that, and that still hurts. That'll also hurt. But up until half an hour to go, it was 3-2 and we were down to 9 men. We were in that game as well. You know, we folded for whatever reason. And I think every game we've been in, we've been in most of them. I think Biggleswade was probably the one away, which was disappointing. But even that, at 3-0, we got a penalty, and all of a sudden, in 5-10 minutes, we're still in. So we've been in every game. And you know, while you've got a chance, you never know, do you?
And do you worry Christmas Day about Boxing Day, or are you going to enjoy the festivities?
I always enjoy it. It's different. I haven't got to play. I've only got to stand there and shout rubbish, and I say it's fine. But no, I always enjoy Christmas Day. I always prepare properly. It's a massive game, Boxing Day, for players, managers, supporters, you lot, board members. It is. It's a big day, so we want to give ourselves the best chance of getting 3 points. We know it's going to be tough. I say it's a tough game, but this is another good base of the disappointment at Kings Langley after a little good run. You know, we said we'd bounce back. I keep saying to everyone, you look out there, there's a lot of young kids out there. I thought Slinny was absolutely outstanding today. He's not going to play great every week. He's a young kid, but what I'm going to say is in a couple of years' time, he's going to be a good player. And there's quite a few, like I've talked about Benacoy, Jesse. You could go through a lot of the others. I want that consistency. You don't always get it with young ones, I know that, and older ones. But you know, the bases are there.
Have a great Christmas, mate, and look forward to see you Boxing Day.
Yeah, thanks. Merry Christmas to you, all the board, supporters, etc. See you Boxing Day.
All right, very good, John and Andy. And once again, here at the Victoria Ground, it's Goose Eggs on the scoreboard. It finishes Bromsgrove Sporting 0, AFC Rushden Diamonds 0. The man of the match, Jesse Akubuine. Jesse, that was a tough physical game, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was quite a tough one, especially on that pitch. But yeah, it's a great result for us compared to what we had the last game.
As the old saying goes, 1 point gain more than 2 points lost against a team like Bromsgrove.
Yeah, we knew with the train that we had this week, we were confident. We knew if we played well we could get a result today, and yeah, we did that today.
Bromsgrove, though, truthfully came out flying. They had a shot go off the crossbar like only 20 seconds into the game.
That was actually Brownie that nodded that on, but yeah, I was lucky. It was favours on our side today.
But then you Diamonds did get into the match eventually, and for the rest of the first half, I thought played them heads up. What do you think?
I thought we did well going into the second half, but yeah, we came in second half, and then Gaffer just told us to keep on going, make sure we don't concede. And yeah, we did that really.
I had, let's see, the Rouslers with 4 yellow cards, so they played a physical match, especially old Mikey Taylor up there, always a scoring threat.
Yeah, he's a big lad, and but we did well anyway.
Did the team have even more added incentive going into this match after what happened in early October, that tough loss there at Hayden Road 8-2?
To be fair, I think in that last game, until the first half, till we obviously had the sending off, and then also as well at Jacko, I thought it was an even game for us, but we proved that today that we're a good side, and then we got the
right, and almost scored a goal or two there in the second half, especially right at the end.
Especially towards the end, it was a bit tough for us. A few tired legs and that, but we did well in a way not to concede. That's the most important thing.
So we're basically at the halfway point of the season. How would you assess Diamond's play for the first half?
I think we've done all right so far. We need to kick on now. Hopefully, get into the playoff. We'll stay up in the playoff positions and end season well.
All right. Well, very good, Jesse. Happy holidays, but be ready for Boxing Day. We got Peterborough Sports back at home. Hayden Road. Early thoughts?
Yeah, just the same again. As long as we play well, we can beat get a result against any team. So yeah.
All right. Cheers, Jesse.
Cheers. Thanks for that.